Good morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Those of you that came to the Friday night party, hope you had a good time. Wendy and I sure did. We've had good feedback for that. So I really want to thank Pam Hopeful. She put a lot of effort into getting that all organized as the CFO, the Chief Fun Officer in our organization. So thank you, Pam, for doing that. We'll do something again next year, of course, although we change this theme every year, so who knows what's coming up next year. A couple things I wanted to go over for scheduling. North meeting tomorrow. Albany and Corvallis' meetings at the Spring Hill Country Club tomorrow. 8:30 breakfast. 9 o'clock is the meeting tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing everybody there from Albany and Corvallis. Linda Forbes is teaching the LARC class. That's a required class. Every 2 years you have to have the law and rule update, and it stands for something else, but the law and rule update, it's a required class. It's 3 hours of continuing education. That's tomorrow from 9 to noon here at the Eugene Coaching Center. And also tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon, Linda Forbes is doing a class on communication styles. So that should be a good class. And again, that's tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon. We've got Tech Tuesday happening tomorrow, both in Albany and Corvallis. Albany's at 10:30, Corvallis is at 2 in the afternoon. That's where Josh is just available for drop-in questions. If you have any questions or concerns, Josh will be around and can help out with that. Or, of course, as always, you can sign up for the front desk if you're having something you want some help with tech-wise. Corvallis is kicking off its first SWAT, as you may recall, SWAT, Sellers Wanting Another Touch. That's happening in both offices in March. Jerry's getting a head start on it at this Thursday at 10 a.m. in Corvallis. So if you want to participate, if you've got a property that's been hard to sell and you want to participate over in Corvallis, sign up with Jerry because there's a little bit of some forms she has to give you. It's no big deal. For those of you that haven't participated in SWAT, we'll be talking about it at our next business meetings, but SWAT is a great opportunity if you've got a listing that's been sitting around and you need to nudge the seller to either clean it up, reduce the price, or whatever. SWAT's a great chance to do that, and it's also very fun. So again, Corvallis is kicking off this week. See Jerry if you want to participate in that. I'm trying to read my own writing. We had our... Yeah, Patty's going, yeah, I feel your pain. I try to read your writing too. We had last week our third week brown bag brainstorming classes, the Learn and Earn lunches. We had it on, it's the third Wednesday in Eugene of every month, third Wednesday of every month in Eugene, and the third Thursday of every month in either Albany or Corvallis when we rotate it. We had a lot of fun at those this week. We had, 15, 20 people in Eugene, maybe 10, 12 in Corvallis this last month. I would really encourage you to come. I believe everybody, without exception, picked something up from their colleagues, whether it was a new marketing idea, whether it's something, I used to do that all the time and I kind of quit doing it, kind of get you re-inspired. This last month's topic, we were talking about ways to get listings sold, but because it is just a brainstorming session, it doesn't have an agenda or anything, people really we go off on different tracks and kind of brainstorm. It's very good. And again, we're going to be doing that the third Wednesday in Eugene, third Thursday in Albany or Corvallis. You bring your own lunch. Very casual, very fun. We'll be putting out reminders on that, of course, but I would encourage you to mark that as a reoccurring event in your calendar. And again, those are just once a month. Business tip. I was up in Albany with Jerry, Linda, and Judy last week, and we had a speaker there. It was for RE/MAX broker owners and managers, and the speaker was talking about, and he kind of threw out this little tip, which I had heard of this but never really paid any attention, but I went on and used it. Google Alerts. And the way you find Google Alerts is just go to Google and type in Google Alerts. What Google Alerts are is you can type in keywords, like for instance, I typed in RE/MAX, and you save that as kind of like a saved search, and then every day it goes out on the internet, and anything new that day, it doesn't repeat all the junk from the last 12 years, anything new that day in that last 24-hour period that hit the web that has anything to do with RE/MAX will pop up. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't care about, like a RE/MAX agent was hired in Philadelphia or somebody got an award or whatever. But it's a great way to kind of keep up on things that are important to you. If I were you as an agent, what I would do is test putting a few of your sphere list people in there. It's kind of like a modern day clipping service. In the olden days when we used to read a newspaper, you'd read through and see, oh, so-and-so died, or so-and-so's kid got a soccer award, or blah, 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 blah. Well, now, because newspapers are on the web, this Google Alert scans the newspapers that are on the web as well. So if you have a client, Joe Smith, and you put Joe Smith in there, It may go 9 months without picking anything up for Joe Smith, and then one day it'll come in your email box because it emails you every day on your matches. Hey, Joe Smith got a promotion at work. It was in Business Beat or whatever, and you can give that person a call, that type of thing. I also put my kids in there and myself in there because there's stuff that people say on blogs or things, good, bad, or indifferent, hopefully all good, and you should know what's going on. So you might want to play around with that. It's totally free. Again, go to googlealerts.com. Or Google Alerts, and then it'll take you wherever you need to go. Birthdays this week. Mike Kosmicki is getting a year older on Wednesday up in our Albany office. Happy birthday, Mike. And Cindy Mondragon, who works in our funding department here at Precision Funding, is turning a year older on Saturday. Happy birthday, Cindy. Erin DeWitt, down the hall from her on Sunday, a year older, Erin. And that's what we've got for birthdays. Linda Huddleston up in our Albany office has been with us 3 years this week. So, Linda, we're pleased you're with us and part of our team. The talking point of the week: success does not find you, you go get it. Success does not find you, you go get it. So that's what I've got for this week. Hope you have a great week.